Yo, this is your boy Jay Russ with Doughboys I Am Doughboy TV Fantasy Football Podcast. We got Manic Mondays. First off, we're going to go over the Lions against the Chiefs. This is all for fantasy football for the most part. Lions versus Chiefs. St. Brown is a beast. The Chiefs are in trouble if they don't get Kelsey back. They got no running game. They got no receiving game. All they got is a bomb-ass quarterback that can't throw. They got nobody to throw to, except maybe a rookie that's not expected to be that great ultimately in his career. As far as the Lions go, they got lucky. They caught the Chiefs that were weak. I'm rooting for the Lions this year. Hopefully they can make the playoffs. They got that rookie running back, whatchamacallit. He looked mad quick. They just didn't give him the ball that much. I expect them to crank his usage up. So if you drafted him early, I would definitely hold on to him. Don't hit the panic button on him just because he got you about 7 fantasy points this week. I think he's going to be a beast, and he definitely is their receiving back. So in the shootouts, in the games where they're coming from behind, it's not going to be David Montgomery. It's going to be him. It's going to be that motherfucker. And now we got the Packers-Bears. Basically, Jordan Love looked like he can run the offense. I'm not saying he's going to be Aaron Rodgers or what Aaron Rodgers... Shit, he looked better than Aaron Rodgers did last year, that's for sure. But it's one game. Don't want to overreact too much, but he seemed like he got good command of the offense, so I wouldn't worry too much about the Green Bay Packers weapons. If you got him, Romeo Doubs, everybody's all pumped up about him because he got the 2 touchdowns, but the son of a bitch had like 29 yards. If he didn't get them touchdowns, that was... Plus, Christian McCaffrey coming back. Christian Watson coming back. That's more what I want to see is what this offense evolves into when they're fully healthy. Dobbs could end up being the go-to guy. I'd be more excited about the fact that he was the number one than the fact that he got the 2 touchdowns with his measly-ass 29 yards. As far as the Bears go, everybody want to shit on him, but Justin Fields looked better in the passing game. He didn't run the ball yesterday. So I think the Bears offense is going to be better this year than it was last year. Hopefully Justin Fields tucks and runs a little bit more. I'm not super big on Herbert. I think Herbert is mad talented, but I think when it comes down to it, Justin Fields is going to poach a lot of his touchdowns, and he's just going to be from between the 20s and sharing with that rookie running back. Whatchamacallit. I'm not big on Herbert. I'm not big on any of the individual receivers on the Bears. And then we got the Eagles, Patriot. Actually, back to the Lions. Their rookie tight end looked like he's going to be mad involved. So don't overbuy on him. But if you're tight at tight end and he's available, I'm definitely going to try to pick him up. We got the Eagles, Patriots. It's nice to see the Eagles struggle for a win. Like, I'm always anti-Patriot. So, I'm glad that the Eagles won. But they didn't look mad dominating this year. This week like they did all of last year. What did I like? I like that both the receivers look like they're still going to be heavily involved in the passing game. Dallas Goedert, I don't know. The Eagles don't really have a running back that I feel comfortable going with. The defense looked like it might be good. I don't know how the hell Mac Jones threw for over 300 yards. I'm not in on Mac Jones, but he threw for over 300 yards against the Eagles defense. I don't know, man. Ramondre Stevenson, everybody hitting the panic button on him because Zeke got some run. But Stevenson was in on like 70% of the plays overall. He was sick leading up to the game. So I'm thinking maybe he was still sick yesterday as far as his efficiency goes. I wouldn't panic on him quite yet, but Ezekiel Elliott is a possible future Hall of Famer. So that's a name to definitely be worried about if you're a Ramondre Stevenson owner. Let's see, Rams, Seahawks. Matthew Stafford, man, he turned that dude into a little mini poor man's Cooper Kupp with his 15 targets. I'm not running out and breaking the bank on him, but if I had Cooper Kupp and I'm struggling at receiver, I'm definitely picking up, what's his name, Batu. And then as far as the Seahawks go, man, Geno Smith looked like what we thought he was. This motherfucker got DK Metcalf. He got Tyler Lockett, and he got the rookie KJB Marco. There's going to be like a beast in the future. So I wouldn't hit the panic button on him at all. Like, I think he's just going to, that rookie receiver, he's just going to get more involved as the season goes on. And by the end of the year, he's going to be one of their top 2 receivers, even if both receivers stay healthy. So if I'm a DK Metcalf owner or a Tyler Lockett owner, If there's any chance to sell high, not this week, but if there's any chance to sell high at any point, I definitely would, because I think that rookie's coming for both their targets. And then we got, who we got next? Oh, the Seahawks running game. They just didn't pound the ball that much yesterday, probably because they were getting blown out. But I definitely, if I'm a Walker owner, I'm feeling a little bit better, because they had drafted that rookie pretty high, Charbonnet, Babare. And he didn't get that many looks yesterday. So hopefully it's a situation where Walker gets the majority of the work as long as he's healthy. But you never know. With rookies, so often they like to start them slow and then build them up as they go. And then we're getting into the Dolphins and the Chargers. Shit. Both them defenses look like shredded wheat yesterday. You just run right through them. I mean, Tyreek Hill is a beast. Tua is slept on. Waddle didn't have the biggest game yesterday, but he's a beast. I don't know where the hell them other 400 yards went. But Tyreek Hill, there was still over 250 yards, and Waddle had about 66 of them. So he just seemed to spread it around outside of Tyreek. The Dolphins running game is, I just don't see. I just feel like they're gonna struggle, man. Like if Tua doesn't stay healthy all year, the Dolphins are. They're not going to be... They need him to stay healthy. They need Tyreek to stay healthy. They just need health. They're not going to cope well if health is ever not in their favor. The Chargers... I feel like Keenan Allen, man, he gets a lot of targets for somebody that can't stretch the defense and for somebody who can't break away from the defense. Mike Williams, I always feel like he's been overrated, man. Aside from getting hurt all the time, he's good. I'm a Chargers fan. That's my team, man. But I do like the rookie Quentin Johnston. I'm looking forward to him getting more targets. I do like that they're splitting work between Eckler and Joshua Kelly. Joshua Kelly, he seems to have firmly cemented himself as the handcuff to Eckler in an event of an injury. But I wouldn't go running to the waiver wire picking him up. And part of me wonders if they're giving Kelly that 50% of that work basically just to show Eckler that they didn't need to pay him and why they didn't need to pay him. Although they did lose. But that's not due to the offense. The defense, man, I don't know what the hell, man. The Broncos suck. Broncos suck also. And Brandon Jacobs, he's always been a beast. He's a beast between the tackles. But he's more of like a low-end RB2 beast. Last year, I feel like was a outlier for his career. But he got paid from it, so kudos to him. Broncos, I don't know, man. I don't want nothing to do with them Raiders. I don't want nothing to do with them Broncos in fantasy. Devontae Adams, if I had him, I'd be looking to move him for whatever I could, just because I just don't want to touch the Raiders or the Broncos offense. Titans Saints, Derrick Henry didn't look bad, but that rookie had 53% of the snaps. I'd be concerned as a Derrick Henry owner. 47% of the snaps, in on none of the third downs. Got a rookie in the first game of his career out snapping Derrick Henry. Offense turning it over 3 times. 3 interceptions. I don't want nothing to do with the Titans offense, man. They got a bad offensive line, and Derrick Henry only getting 47% of the snaps in week 1. Hopefully that ramps up, man, or else. Saints. I think the Saints are going to be good this year. I don't know how their running game's going to pan out. They got a few guys in there, and when Kamara come back, but I think something's going to come out of the running game. But I think Derek Carr, he is what he is, but I feel like he ain't never had weapons like this if he's healthy, if they stay healthy. Because they got Michael Thomas looked good yesterday. And then they got, what's his name? Olave. They got Olave, who was a beast, out-targeted everybody yesterday. I feel like Derek Carr might have his best statistical season yet. And they can get that running game intact, and they got a solid-ass defense. So watch out for them Saints, man. And I kind of want a piece of the Saints wherever I can get it. We got the Bucks beating the Vikings. I don't know what the Bucks are going to be, and everybody's always shitting on Baker Mayfield, but he's got a history of throwing that deep ball. You feel me? He could throw the deep ball, and Mike Evans got a history of catching that deep ball. So, if everybody stays healthy in Tampa, they got a chance to make a run at the division. The defense is definitely the best part of their team. So, I mean, they could really do it in that division, because that's a division where it's like, who's gonna win? I mean, I don't know. I take the Saints, but the Bucks could do it. And the Vikings, man, they gotta get a defense, man. And I know Kirk Cousins throwing the ball 340 yards, but he turned that bitch over mad times yesterday. They only handed off to Alexander Madison, I think, 11 times. Like, what are you doing? Like, run that ball, man. Stop throwing it 50 times. Like, Justin Jefferson went off. Their rookie Addison looked good. Like, I definitely would want him as a bench stash. As far as Minnesota goes, like, I'm holding on to all them pieces. In terms of Madison, Jefferson, Addison. And then who'd they play? The Bucks. Godwin, he got targets. Evans got targets. I don't really want to touch the running back room in Tampa. And then we got the Cardinals. We're not even talking about the Cardinals, man. And then we got Washington. They didn't look that good. I mean, they got a rookie quarterback that could put in work, but he might get better. I got Dotson on one of my teams, but I'm just not that excited about anybody on the Cardinals or the Washington Commanders. And now we got the Niners. We got McCaffrey look like a beast. Ayuk look like a beast. The quarterback looked good as he ever did last year, so that injury don't seem to have slowed him down. Brock Purdy. And then we got Kittle didn't really look that good yesterday, but he's coming back from injury. And, you know, everybody can't shine every week. But the Niners as a whole look good. Their defense dominated Pittsburgh. If I'm a Pittsburgh fan, I'm not panicking on the offensive pieces, but that defense, man, that defense is supposed to be where they hang their hat on, and they got whooped on. As far as the Pittsburgh, hopefully Deontay Johnson's healthy. He was looking good before he got hurt. Freiermuth, you know, he's going to get his targets. The other pieces, you know, Allen Robinson, he led the team in receiving yards yesterday. I'm curious to see if that sticks, so I'm watching for that. Like, if he could have a revival. And then the running back room, though, Najee Harris, man, he in a week 1 50-50 split with Jaylen Warren. People have been picking Jaylen Warren as this year's sleeper, so week 1 looking pretty promising for him. Keep an eye on Jaylen Warren. The Bengals, hopefully that was just a 1 week, our quarterback wasn't ready to play and we played him anyway situation. If not, I'm not panicking on them at all. Like, he's been showing us that he's a good quarterback for the last several years. He's just got the contract for the highest paid, and just hopefully this is just a one and done situation and he back to normal, or if not, just like a couple weeks to knock the rust off. I think the Bengals gonna be fine. But yesterday they looked as bad as anybody. Deshaun Watson, I just can't never root for him and any team he's on. So I'm anti-Browns as long as they got that. Don't really want to talk about him other than Chubb is the beast that we always thought he was, that we've been knowing he was. I thought that he was going to get more third down work, but Ford came in and took it. So Chubb just seemed like he going to be what he been, like not a PPR monster, but a standard league monster. Mari Cooper, and fuck the Browns. You feel me? Panthers, they got the rookie quarterback. It's tough first game as a rookie. Don't have any main targets. The running back, Miles Sanders, we thought he was going to be a 3-down workhorse. Turned out, what's his name? Chuba Hubbard getting the passing down work. So now Miles Sanders getting downgraded. And then we got the Falcons. Bijan Robinson looked like a beast. Did you see that move he made on the touchdown? Shit. And then we got goddamn Tyler Algier getting more carries and getting the goal line work. So hopefully that was just it gotta be a case of Bijan Robinson just getting his work slowly revved up. But I don't think Algier's going away. I think Algier's gonna be eaten into his work all season as long as they both stay healthy. And if either one of them goes down, then the other's going to be a beast. And then Cordero Patterson can come in and be like a normal backup that's not taking so much work. But I'm not worried about them both getting work because the Falcons can't pass. Like, they're not even trying to pass, which don't make no goddamn sense because they got Drake London and Kyle Pitts, which is two of the most exciting young receiving options. Man, they need to get them a goddamn quarterback. Pick up Jameis Winston, even though he turns it over like a bitch, man, he'll have that offense flying. Feel me? Especially if they keep running the ball, and at least when they don't run it, he can sling that bitch. But Ritter, they throw the ball 18 times yesterday? Ran the ball like 53, some shit? Like, I'm all out on that Falcons passing attack until they get a different quarterback, and I'm all in on any running backs on that team, and I'm actually rooting for the Falcons to win that division this year because I like them. And when I get Madden, the Falcons going to be my team because they got too many young weapons to build around. Shit, that's... All right, now we got the Texans and the Ravens. I think the Texans, Stroud, he looked good. A rookie, first game ever. Like, from a dynasty perspective, he looked like he is about to have a career as long as he stays healthy. I don't really want anybody on the Texans, though. Pierce got his workload eaten into, and just like we thought he might. And I just don't want to touch any Texans this year. But Stroud, he was a promising young rookie as long as they can keep him upright. And then the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, he got a history of looking bad on week one. And he looked bad in week one. So I expect him to get better. I expect him to be his normal self. But he looked like shit yesterday. And as a result, the whole offense looked like shit. And I just feel bad for J.K. Dobbins. And I just think that they're going to bring in a veteran back. They're not going to let Justice Hill and Gus Edwards get that run. Although I hope they do, man. Forget Fournette and Kareem Hunt, man. Just let's see what they got. And no matter what they do, like, I never want to touch the Ravens running back room because they just never have. Lamar Jackson doesn't allow for touchdowns to the running back position or receptions. So you take away the touchdowns, you take away the receptions. What the hell we doing at the running back position? Now we got the two Jaguars and the Colts. The Jaguars look like they might be good. Travis Etienne got workhorse work. So. And whatchamacallit, Calvin Ridley looked like his old self, and the Jaguars look like they're going to be good. Their defense looked good enough. Although I do think that's going to be the Achilles heel for them down the stretch. The Colts, you got to feel good about Richardson. Fuck it. It don't matter if we win. If we the Colts, we don't care about winning at this point. We got us a fucking quarterback. He could move. He could run. He could throw. We like him. He seems smart. He wasn't turning that bitch over excessively. And I'm excited if I'm a Colts fan at this point. Not necessarily for this year, but just for the future. I don't want any Colts. Even though Michael Pittman, he had a big week this last week. And if I had him, I'd be looking to sell high. And then we got the Sunday night game, Dallas against the Giants. I wasn't touching nobody on the Giants anyway, but this just, god damn, this couldn't have gotten any worse for them. And then Dallas... Shit, that defense looked raw, looked good as hell. And then Pollard, most weeks I think he's going to get more carries, but he basically looked like how he looked last year, except he's the one getting the touchdowns. I guess he was kind of last year too, but I'm not really excited to have any Dallas pass catchers at this point. I'm not really excited to have Dak Prescott. I'm not on offense. I'm not excited to have anybody on Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, I think he's going to have some big games, but he's going to be inconsistent in my opinion. But Pollard, I want Tony Pollard. That's basically all I really want from Dallas. And I don't want nobody from the Giants. I don't want the offense. I don't want the defense. I don't want the kicker. I don't want fucking nobody. And then as far as tonight's game, I'm curious to see how Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen pair up, man, because they got a potential to be a good-ass game. All right, this is Jay Russ. I'm out.